Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Moment of Gratefulness with me. I'm really glad you're here. I'm excited for today's. So today's Moment of Gratefulness is Feel the Fear. You know, it seems like a lot of people tend to think that courage is not feeling fear, is to be able to block that out as if it doesn't exist. And I really don't believe that. I believe that fear is going to happen whether you like it or not. It's one of those things that it's just extremely hard to completely block out because there are some things that are scary. And I'm not meaning like a tiger, like The Walking Dead. But it's a matter of feeling that fear and doing it anyway. Right? How many times in your life do you feel that nervousness or that fear, but you have to do it anyway, whether that's on the field when you're competing, or it's at work or at home or in a social situation, whatever the case is, there's plenty of times in our lives where we feel fear or anxiety, either or, but we have to still do it. So you're never going to get rid of fear altogether, but courage is feeling that fear, doing it anyway. It just seems like something that we need to get straight so we can pass that along to our kids. The last thing we want to do is set the expectation that they just can't be fearful. Like that's going to set them up for disaster because they're not going to be able to achieve that necessarily. We have to be able to let them know that they just have to go ahead and feel it. Feel that fear, but don't let it take you off course. And you know, it's one thing that we have experienced on a large scale recently. You know, with opening up this brand new facility, like it's a ton on us. It is such a big jump from what we've been doing that absolutely there's a lot of fear in it. I mean, with any entrepreneur that has that sort of overhead, like, hey, you're putting a lot on the line to try to live your dream. And yeah, there's a lot of fear. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. I can tell you that I am extremely confident that we have a great idea, that we've worked extremely hard on this business model, and we feel like we know what we're doing for the most part going in that's going to set us up for success. Absolutely, I feel that way. But what if something happens tomorrow that physically takes me away from being able to do that? Like there could be a lot of hurdles that could potentially throw our plan off. That has to be realized. And I know it'd be stupid for me to not realize that. But we have to be able to feel that fear and do it anyway. Because it's what we feel like we're called to do. So we're going to do it. And I want to make sure that our kids know that too. You know, not to impress them, but to press upon them that it's something that's going to happen in life. When she's up at the plate, my daughter's up at the plate, and hey, it may be an important situation. Man, there's so many times last year that we used this as teachable moments because our players would get up to the plate and you could see it in their eyes that they were scared to death to be up there. And man, when they would come through, it was like a situation that would pretty much bring tears to my eyes. I had glasses on though, so you couldn't see that. Because it means so much. Like I see so much more than them just executing an at bat. I see them setting an example for themselves that they can do that later on in life in different areas, all over the place. If they did it right there, they just have to take that, transfer it into this other situation, and you got it. Like they're already finding out that they can do this. And there's so many people, adults that I see today that don't know that yet. But yet these kids are doing it. And I feel like it's our job to tell them that they're doing it. You know, a lot of times they can just think that they did that and that I thought it was just expected. Like that's what they're supposed to do is go up and contribute at the plate. And yes, they are. But they need to be able to know that, hey, I don't think you realize what you just did, but I want to make sure you do know. And help them connect the dots on the field to life. I feel like I learned a ton from playing sports growing up, and that's what I love about what we do with the girls that we coach. I got nothing but girls, so I coach girls. But I love being able to talk to them about that and be able to make the connection between the field and life, because you'll learn so much playing high-level sports like that. So that's what I'm grateful for this morning, is feel the fear. What are you grateful for? Hey, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. You're already here. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can get these videos whenever we put them out. Leave us some feedback. Let us know what we can do to make this better for you. That's why we're doing it in the first place. But thank you very much again for watching, and you have a grateful day.